Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Pesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Vadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tishe Namaha Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Itadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Kirim Yatkripatam Aham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Shri Gurum Dhinataranam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline नमा पंकज नेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजाग्रहे कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः नमा ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्त शक्तिकं जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Radha Govinda Kishore.
Jai Hari Bol Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. As Mataji said now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Om Mahavadanyaya. Without causeless mercy, we say no, without anybody, whoever it is, Jagai Madai, what else we need. So his Gaura Purnima we are celebrating. So in that connection we are having, I hope you all might have registered. Have you all registered for that Gaura Purnima 1 month program? I hope so. There was a registration link in all the groups, correct?
I think Vamshi Prabhu has registered and Manjula Mataji has registered from our group.
Okay. So that means we are preparing. That is why that Saturday drama, Saturday Antakshari. Next 2 weeks we are having dramas. Next week, I think English, Kannada and 2-3 more. Next week, Tulu, etc. So 2 weeks we are having 4 groups each Saturday. And please try to attend all these things. Why, when we see something visual learning is, it has got more impact than, maybe you all may be auditory learner also, but still, even if you are auditory learner, visual effects have, great impact in our memory. So I will request all of you to, in fact, I think language-wise, for English 78, we are having this Chaitanya Charitamrita reading also. Few days I saw Vamshidhar Prabhu. Last, I think 2-3 days I could not attend because of some network problem here. That is why. But that also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Adi Leela is the target to complete before Gaura Purnima. Why are we doing it? This is another process. We were supposed to see the process, after establishing the relation, Sambandha with Krishna, how to revive the lost relation. We all are eternally related to him. For some reason or the other, we have fallen down. So what is the process? To re-establish this connection. That is the process of bhakti, is it not? So these all are process. In fact, very frankly speaking, the Navavida bhakti, that is the right process. But we are doing it is not that easy. Correct? Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam, Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. This is it. That's it. We need not follow everything. It is not possible also. We are not Mahatmas. No, we are not Paramahamsas. So at least, see, in fact, Kirtanam is said that in Kirtanam, Smaranam, Shravanam, Padasevanam, everything happens in Kirtanam. Kirtanam is one aspect if we all, because Kirtanam again, why Prabhupada says Kirtanam is very important. Shravanam we may sleep, Smaranam also we may sleep. But in Kirtanam, those who sleep in Kirtanam, though, they are below Tamoguna also. They cannot, there is no way for them to come up, is it not? So this Navavida Bhakti is the process actually. Any doubt anybody having from yesterday's thing? Yesterday, chapter 9, there are so many verses which establish the Mataji said, I think 4th, 9.4, 9.5. So many verses are there to establish. And 7th also, of course, in 7th itself, Krishna, in every chapter, after establishing the relation with Krishna, Krishna is indirectly giving the process also. You remember yesterday we said that Devata worship. Prabhu gave the example of Kamaistaisairhitajnana. Yes, Prabhuji gave that example. So, but even after that, Krishna says, Antavantu palam tesham. Instant relation. Whoever wants instant relation, what do? Devan devaya joyanti. They worship the Devatas. I think it will come around at the last few verses, 4-5 verses, you can see. It has got 13, 23. This verse is 23rd verse. In the 23rd verse itself, Krishna has given about the people do worship Devatas. Let them worship. Why? Because I have given this power to Devatas to bestow with the whatever they ask for. We ask for boons, correct? So what he has said, even if they worship, who worship? Very important word will be there in that verse. Alpamedasa and Sumedasa. Do you know Sumedasa and Alpamedasa? Alpamedasa are people who are with less intelligence. Men of less intelligence are known as Alpamedasa. Sumedasa opposite to that. That means who have the real knowledge. What is the real knowledge? As yesterday Vamshidhar Prabhu said, the realized knowledge. I am not this body, I am the soul. And I am the eternal servant of Krishna. So these people
Mataji,
are... Yes, Prabhu.
Alpame Dasa, DSA.
Yes, Prabhu. DHA. Medhasa. Medhasa. DHA.
DHASA.
DHASA. Correct. You see that 23rd verse in the 7th chapter, Prabhuji. In Hindi, you can see that. Tad bhavap alpamedasam. 7th chapter, 23rd verse. So, antavantu palam tesham. Tad bhavatva alpamedasam. Those people who are having less intelligence, men of less intelligence, they want instant gratification. So what do? Devan devaya joyanti. That is why they are going to the Devatas. But ultimately what happened? Madbhakta yanti mamapi. Ultimately they come to me only. Slowly and gradually. This is the progression. Path of progression. Yesterday, I think I read a very nice verse in the path of progression. What was that word? Oh, that is our Kunti prayer. Yeah. In the Kunti Maharani says, what is that? Aishwaryasya samagrasya yashashasya viryavan. That verse she says, no? All these people who want to progress materially, they... what does she say? Who want to progress materially with the help of great wealth and high education, lot of strength. They think they can win over the Lord with these things. It's an Aishwarya. What is that word? Kunti prayer. Aishwarya. Kunti prayer, verse number 26. 25, 26, yeah.
Janmaishwarya.
Janmaishwarya, yeah. Sorry. Janmaishwarya, not Aishwarya. Janma Aishwarya Sutta Shribir. Etamanaf Madapuman. So people who have this Janma, they have taken birth in great people, that is aristocratic people, Janma, Aishwarya, good wealth they have got. Sutta, they have fame, high education, Shri Bher, they, all these things, fame, look, health, okay. These people think with all these things they can win over me. But it is not like that. Only who can win over Krishna?
Devotional service with loving service to Krishna.
Yes, Naiva Hartya Abhidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. Akinchana. One who worships the Akinchana. Who is Akinchana? That who is inconceivable, above everybody. The Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they who worship me only can come. With all this wealth, health, fame, beauty and all, you cannot attain me, Krishna says. Yes, anybody having any doubt? That is, I think, 1.8.26. First canto, 8th chapter, 26th verse. Okay. So Krishna also tells in the same verse that, okay, that, what do you call that? There is one, the process. We were thinking about the process. So in the 7th chapter itself, he gives the, what is the process actually speaking? Dvandva moha vinirmukta. Dvandva moha Virmukta. What is it? What is Dvandva? Duality. Yeah, we have to come out from duality. Samadukka Sukhe Kritva, from 2nd chapter he is telling. Yes. So in 7th verse, in the 7th chapter, which verse he says, you should not have a duality. Icha dvesha samutvena dvandva mohena bharata. He gives the process once again, you see. Come out of this dvandva. 27th verse. Icha dvesha samutena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham. Sarva bhutani sammoham. Bhutani is what? A living entity. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Krishna says, no, in the 9th chapter once again, I am equal to everybody. So sarva bhutani, I am situated in everybody's heart. So sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti parantapa. So Krishna says, you be kind enough to everybody. Sarva bhutani, think that I am situated in every heart. But another very important verse, when we say that today only in the morning I came through this verse. It is another process, I thought. Swapada moolam bhajata priyasya tektanya bhavasya hari pravesha vikarma yachot patitam katanchita dhunoti sarvam hridi sannivishta. Oh, how beautiful it is. Dhunoti sarvam hridi sannivishta. Dhona means we all know.
Cleaning.
Who cleans? Krishna. How? Sitting in your heart. Hridi sannivishta. You remember another verse I always used to refer. Pravishta karna randrena. Pravishta karna randrena. Swanam kogi saroruham. Dhunauti shamalam Krishna. Shalilasya yatashvataha. So in the Sharat Ritu, I'll make Mataji co-host, then it will be easy for me. Which one? I don't know, Mataji. I have made one of yours co-host. Yes. So, but he says, like here, you see that not a single leaf is on the tree, not a single leaf. Everything can fallen down. When the Sharad Ritu comes, it happens, no? So like that, Krishna says, keep hearing, keep remembering me. The more you hear about me, through your... In fact, in ISKCON, we say we have darshan of Krishna with our ears only. When it is said, Bharga, Pidam, Natavarvapu, Karnayo, Karnikaram, Bibartravasam. So full it comes, no? Krishna, Damodar Leela, that Kundala, though he is wearing the Kundalam, he is wearing the yellow colored dhoti and he is wearing the Nupur, that is what you call the anklet, and he is running. So we hear this Damodara Ashtakam and we fully, just now, Mataji was, like every day that Mangalacharan, when it goes, we think of that, no? That Krishna, what Mataji, Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam, Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the Bhakta Rupa. How he is spreading this Bhakti? He is the link between the Bhaktas and the Bhagavan. As the link, he himself came. We all visualize these things, correct? So that means we hear and we see Krishna. In Krishna consciousness, we see Krishna not only, in fact, when we go to temple, we worship the Archa Vigraha, mind may be roaming around something, somewhere else. But when we hear, when we hear, actually speaking, minimum three sense organs are involved. When we hear, we try to visualize that. So eyes are also involved. So brain is involved in transforming the words into action. That means the words into the form. So, we are totally involved. That is why Srila Prabhupada says, through Kirtanam. Kirtanam is the process. Okay. So, Kirtanam in the right spirit. Then again what? Krishna Kata, Machitta, Madhyata Prana, Bodhayanta Parasparam. Katayantascha mam nityam, tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So once we hear Krishna Katha, we get so immersed in it. It's ramanti cha. We see the Archa Vigraha, we keep seeing. We don't feel like leaving that place. We, but still, the beauty I'm telling about me. After seeing so many hours, you see right from his feet to his crown. After that also we, move away from the altar. Try this. What dress he was wearing, how many colors malas he was wearing, what ornament he was wearing. No, it doesn't come. That much memory. Smritir apoganam cha. He has given that forgetfulness also. After seeing Krishna fully, in fact, Pibata Bhagavatam. We drink Krishna. We drink Bhagavatam. Yeah, this is the process. So even, like it is said, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. That is, which was again, actually, I have not brought my Bhagavad Gita book. My book, if I bring, it would have been wonderful for me to refer very fast. In Bhagavad Gita, in I think the 7th chapter, first or second verse, Srila Prabhupada has given the Shravanam process. Tachrunu. You see, it's 5-6 verses about the Shravanam he might have given. That is the Shrunvatam Swakatam Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaga Hridayantasya Bhadrani Vidunoti Satam. And from that, he starts from that Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. And all more than 5 verses he has given about this Shravanam process. Could you find out which verse is that? I may be wrong. 7th chapter may not be.
Maya Sakta Manapartha Yogam. That one?
Okay. In that he has given Prabhu.
Yes, ma'am.
No, in the
Smriti Puranadi Pancharatika Vidhi Vina. There is one verse is there. Smriti.
No, not that.
Arjuna touched you here from me, Shravanam, the first most important.
But in the purport, Srila Prabhupada
Atha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhave.
Atha Sri Krishna Namadi na bhave drashim indriyaihi sevein mukhehi jigvado swayam eva sparatedika. Not that one. Leave it. I'll definitely today I'll go through that.
It is written in this only. Supreme is made possible by prescribed devotional service in 9 different forms. Shravanam is the first.
Shravanam Kirtanam, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. Okay. So that process, that is the process. But one big question. Are we all able to do that process continuously? Just now, as we said, either we
sequence, Mataji.
No, there is no need for sequence, Prabhu. See, I'll tell you. Bhakti process and limbs of Bhakti. We should not get confused in that. There is a little detour we are taking.
Yes,
see, Navavida Bhakti and Navavida Bhakti process. Sometimes we get confused. For which question we have to write from Shravanam Kirtanam? For which question we have to write from Shraddha Sadhu Sangha Bhajana Kriya?
I answer, Mataji. This Navavida Bhakti is the limbs of the devotional service.
Exactly.
The process of the Shraddha Sadhu Sangha Bhajan Kriya Anartha Nivritti, Shraddha Ruchi Prema Asakti, there is the main progress of the spiritual path.
Exactly. So you see, if a birthday cakes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Trayodashi, what is that? Gaura Purnima is coming. Okay, we want to make a cake. So if we want to make cake, first what will think? Which flavor I can make? So many flavors will be there. So can I make layers with the different flavors and layers? How big I should make? All those things, that is like the limbs. But cake making process is one. There is only one process, correct? First you sieve it, then you add the baking powder, things like that. But we can't first put sugar, mix it and then mix. Then it will not come. Process has to be followed systematically, sequence-wise. So Navavida Bhakti process, as Prabhuji said now, is it starts from Shraddha. Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, and it till Anartha Nivarti, it's very hard. As yesterday we saw Dhunauti Shamalam Krishna, just now I said no. In our heart, how many layers of anarthas are there, we don't know. Krishna enters through the heart and he sits in the heart and cleans as the, and that's Shalilasya Etashrata, I said. That is, what is it? Vasantar, no, what is it? Spring season. All the leaves go away and new leaves start coming. Similarly, Krishna enters the heart and cleans the heart. Then what happens? New process starts. Krishna helps us to clean the old anarthas which are there in layers in our heart. Okay? So till Anartha Nivarti, it is very, very difficult. After Anartha Nivarti, Dadami Buddhi, Yogam Tam, Krishna will take care. First 4-5 process we have to take care. Who knows, even before Shraddha, there are 2 steps. Shraddha also will only those people get. Those who have gone through 2 prerequisites. What are they?
Mahat Seva and Satam Krita.
Hari Bol. Yeah, that is I think it is in the
From Bhagavatam.
First chapter, first canto, first chapter, there is one verse. Mahat Seva and Satam Kripa. So like Narada Muni. Narada Muni, next birth, he came directly devotee. Why? He had this mercy of the Lord, Supreme Personality of Lord. How did he get it? Because he got the opportunity to serve the mendicants who are there, sadhus. Serve the
8th chapter, first canto, 8th chapter. So he have past life super conscious memory, and there is one terminology is called super conscious memory.
No, that verse will finish with the Vipra Seva and Kripa.
I think 8th chapter, it is Narada.
Yeah, it is. Prabhu, it starts from 6th chapter, 6, 7, 8. In 6th, he meets Vyasadeva. Then in 7th, Vyasadeva asks, how are you able to remember all these things which happened in the previous birth? And then
there comes to what is super consciousness.
Yes, the next chapter it comes, Narad and Vyasadeva Sambhashana. There he explains Vyasadeva everything, how he got it. Okay. So since he got this opportunity of serving the Vaishnavas in the Chaturmasya, they stayed in the school in which Narada Muni was staying. Narada Muni's mother, we all know in the previous birth, she was a maid servant. And when these sadhus stayed over there for 4 months, the house in which she was working like a maid servant, they used to honor, honor prasadam, honor bhoga and offer prasadam to these mendicants. So Narada Muni got the seva. What seva? Hearing is also a seva. All there, they used to chant Vedic mantras and Bhagavatam, etc. Narada Muni used to hear. And he used to serve them when the prasadam was served. And after that, whatever remnants were left over there, this is a process. Why I am saying, why we are not getting bhakti? This is one of the reasons. After the prasadam is served, he took their permission to have the remnants. So he asked them, can he have the remnants? They all permitted him. So this is Chaitanya Charitamrita, beautiful verses there, no? Bhakta pada duliyara, bhakta pada jal, bhakta avashishta uchishta, teen mahabal. So Bhakta Duli, where in Chaitanya Charitamrita, now only we are reading, that who is that one who somebody made that aparadha. Then they asked like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu how to overcome this. He tells Vasudeva Datta, I think. He tells, go and take bath in his Charanaduli. I can't do anything. I can't, like this aparadha is Vaishnava aparadha. Yes, I got. There's 2 places it comes. One is the Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit. Yes, Mataji. If you know, you tell. You were saying Gadadhar Pandit. Somebody was saying Gadadhar Pandit.
No, I was not saying Gadadhar Pandit, Mataji. I was referring to the Padadali of Gopikas. That's all.
And that is Narada's story again. Narada Krishna was having severe headache, and in Dwaraka everybody tried to serve Krishna. Finally he said, no. My headache will go only when I get the Raja. I mean Vaishnava's Raja. Everybody said, I won't give. Even Narada said, no Baba, such a big sin, my Raja to Krishna, I will not give. Then finally Krishna only tells Narada, no, go to Vrindavan and get the Padaduli. All gopis are giving in sacks and sacks of, correct? But in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this Govinda Vasudeva Datta, some whoever did some aparadha, Prabhupada said, no, tell him to take bath in the Rajatuli. These all are process. Yes, Rohini Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Mataji, what is, they say no, Sukriti, and how is it different from Satam Kripa, Mataji? What is Sukriti? Where does that come?
That Sukriti comes from the previous birth. In the previous birth, if we have done unknown, we don't know what we have done. See, all of a sudden, we came to, without doing any Vaishnava Seva, we came to ISKCON. Yes or no, Mataji? Correct? I did not do any Vaishnava Seva before that. And we might have called all those Brahmanas, Radha, this, that. They are not actually Vaishnavas. Correct? They all come for their earning, livelihood. So like that only we all might have done. But suddenly, why did COVID come? Okay, in COVID also, crores of people did not come to this platform. Why did we all come to this platform? So somewhere or the other, like Nega Vikrama Nashosti, we might have left somewhere. We might have left in the previous birth. Some seva we might have done. Some devotional service we might have done. And we left it. Okay? So suddenly we saw the link. Oh, Namnishra Prabhu is conducting 18 days program. We joined that. Like that we joined. So why did it happen at that time? For that also there is a verse. Brahmana brahmite kone bhagyavana jiva bhakti ladja. Krishna bhakti
bhakti lata bija.
Bhakti, yes. Guru Krishna kripa paye bhakti lata bija. So in the bija, what happens? These birds, what do? They put the seed anywhere and everywhere and go. But immediately it doesn't sprout. Is it not? It needs a right environment, right climatic condition, right water quantity, etc. When the right climate comes, it sprouts. And we say, I never planted this, I never saw this seed. How come this plant is coming? We think so many times, is it not? Similarly, this Bhakti Ladha Bij might have been sown in any birth, not only the exactly previous to previous. But when the right circumstances come, it starts sprouting. So the Bhakti comes. Bhakti manifests out. So this manifestation has come out because of the Sukriti, what we have done in the previous birth, we say. Okay, Mataji?
Yeah. So, Mataji, one more question. So if we have Sukriti, still we need Mahat Seva and Satam Kripa?
Of course.
Okay.
Sukriti you might have done unknowingly. Because of the Sukriti it came. Correct? But now, after knowing Vaishnava Seva is the first step. So we have to look for Vaishnavas. Wherever Vaishnavas are there, we have to. What are the 6 ways of sharing, what is it? Love with Vaishnavas.
Dadati Pratikruhnati.
Shadvida Priti Lakshanam.
Third verse or fourth verse, it is from NOI.
It is a fourth, Dadati. So wherever we see Vaishnava, we have to offer something to them. What worse come worst, we can offer them some Prabhupada's book. They may be already having some dhoti. What else they need? They don't need. What do they need? For their pleasure, like Namanishta Prabhu, what does he need? Can we give him anything, Dadati, Pratigragnati? Nothing. What we can do? Bring as many people as possible to this platform. Motivate as many people as to witness the Mangalarati, take part in the Bhagavatam class. That is what they want. This is what Dadati we can do that. Okay, so Dadati, if in fact, if anybody gives, Vaishnavas give anything, we have to literally take it as Krishna Prasadam. And we have to really preserve it, whatever they give. Like we get, many a times, that what do you call that? Abhishekam and all will happen, for the Archa Vigrahas in temple and all. So that when the Abhishekam happens, a small thin dhoti that deities are wrapped with, and then we do the Abhishekam. And when that, when we, after doing Alankaram and all, and for the dhoti, you should see people fight like anything. And one small piece, one person, I remember very well in our Chalakere, that Mataji, Center Mataji, she got one piece from Bangalore, somebody gave. And we all attacked her. What did she do? From that small piece of dhoti, one thread she took out and gave it to everybody. This is, Pratigrahanati. We have to accept and we have to give. That is really, and we all were so happy with that one thread. I had kept it in my Bhagavad Gita book inside. It cannot even come out of that. Wherever if you keep, you will forget. So I kept it inside the Bhagavad Gita and it will not fall at all. In that manner, I have kept it. So that is what, So when we come to know that Mahat Seva is very, very important, we should be waiting for that opportunity. How can I serve Vaishnavas? And we can, once in a while, just now, just for example, I'm not telling because I did something, definitely not that. See, last year when I went for Mayapur Parikrama, it is starting from today, correct? So last year when I went for that Parikrama, fortunately, that my Shiksha Guru, who introduced me to ISKCON in Bahrain, that time he was the advisor to Bahrain King, but at the same time he was temple president. So he was the one who introduced me to ISKCON. And fortunately, later we came to know that he also belonged to Bhopal. And I left my job in Bahrain. That time we were living in Bhopal. From Bhopal only I went and I came back. So I was so happy. These people are also from Bhopal, but they were in Bahrain. And after 3-4 years, they also came back to Bhopal. So we spent a lot of time together. Bhakti Vriksha classes in everybody's home, and in any festival in Mataji's house, Prabhuji will perform Abhishekam, etc. because they had deities, but they are Brahminical for the past more than 30 years, Brahminical initiated. And they are the one important members of GBC. So every year before Guru Purnima, now the GBC meeting is going on in Mayapur. Mangalarti, you see so many Maharajas will be there standing for the Mangalarti. You can have their darshan. If you like, exactly 4:15 it starts. Mangalarti, first 4:15 to 4:30, it is Prabhupada Mangalarti in Prabhupada Pushpa Samadhi. 4:30 to 5:15, it is in Radha Madhav temple. There you see nowadays so many. In fact, last 2-3 days, I saw Loknath Swami Maharaj performing the Mangalarati. For one day he did for Radha Madhav, one day he did for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Panchatattva. Okay, and one day he did for Narasimha also. So what I am trying to say is, see, those people were there already. And the day we landed, I was in front of Narasimha Bhagavan deity that, I heard, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All of a sudden I knew if this is happening, Guru Maharaj is coming for darshan. Then I left from that place. I came running. I knew the way from where Guru Maharaj always comes for darshan. It's a book center is there, gift center is there. From there he will come because his room lift will come down. Guru Maharaj had the darshan of Guru Maharaj for such a long time because Guru Maharaj goes to all sannidhis and they do arati, and like Guru Maharaj only will do arati. It is said, when we have darshan of deity, we have to stand behind Guru and see Guru and deity. Like that it is said. So I was standing behind Guru Maharaj and I was having darshan, and suddenly I turned, I saw my Shiksha Guru and Mataji. Then, I was thinking what day that was. Then And Mataji took me to Guru Maharaj, where Guru Maharaj stays. She introduced me to all Guru Maharaj's servants. And that day she told, you stay here only. With Guru Maharaj, we will have lunch prasadam and all. So, this time I was missing that. And they are in Mayapur. So, day before only I sent a message. Prabhuji, I'm really so fallen. I'm not able to make up for the Parikrama or Gaura Purnima this year. So, just kindly tell me how to serve more Guru Maharaj. How can I serve him? How can I serve Vaishnavas? We have to ask them. Tadvidi Pranipatena is this only. If we have gurus, we have to ask very politely, gurus, what is my next instruction? Because, like Guru Maharaj also gives instruction. He has got his email. If we write to him, he will reply. After writing like this only, I got the opportunity of getting the initiation to Guru Maharaj. In Bahrain, I got the shelter, and in 22, that means for 12 years, after getting the shelter, I did not get the initiation. So after asking Guru Maharaj in one of the house program during COVID. During COVID, what happened? Guru Maharaj used to visit every home in Zoom. One day, 2, 3, that place, like Bhopal one day. So they will give opportunity for all Bhopal devotees to make nice prasadam to offer to Guru Maharaj. And in Zoom, Guru Maharaj will visit every home. Like that. So that time I got this opportunity. Then I asked Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, it is not happening at all for me, initiation. Your shelter I am not able to get. Then Guru Maharaj told something. After started doing that, 2020 it happened. And 22 initiation he gave. So like this, we have to keep on asking. This is again Vaishnava Seva. Vaishnava Seva is not only go like we can't Vapu Seva, Mani Seva. We can't do Vapu Seva to our Guru Maharaj and all. Correct? Because number one, okay, we means, I'm not talking about Stri and Purusha, not like that. Because we are not in his association. We are not able to stay where he stays to do. We will not be able to. But earlier, wherever he goes, all these Matajis do lot of Vapu Seva. In the sense, they will be given the kitchen duty. And whatever Guru Maharaj, after his prasadam, they get the opportunity to clean that place, they get the opportunity to clean the utensils, etc. So many things they get. But when it is not possible, Vani Seva is there, no? Keep hearing Guru Maharaj's lecture. Keep in the lecture, they give lot many instructions. Do this, do this, do this. Following all these things are Abhideya. This is the process. So that is why I'm saying we are not able to hear also properly. We are not able to focus also properly because we all are lacking this Seva. Seva is one of the Abhideya. Okay? Hare Krishna, we went to Abhideya totally today. Yeah. Yes. Now in the 9th chapter, there are so many Abhideya process. 8th, of course, yesterday I said 8th is mostly Abhideya only. Because the Abhideya in the sense, difference between the devotee and the non-devotee. How the devotees focus. But the very, very important verses are, Ananya Cheta Satatam, 14th verse. Ananya Cheta Satatam, Yomam Smarati Nityashaha. See, again you see, continuously you remember me. Smaranam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. Tatsyagam Sulabam Partha. So for those people, I am very easily available. Sulabam. So what is the process again? Shavanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam only. That is the only process. Then in the next 2-3 verses, he tells little bit of, Prayojana also he tells. Krishna tells about the Prayojana. What is that? Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. That is there, no, in 9th chapter only. Yeah, that is 9th. Correct. We were in 8th. In 8th, that Yam Vyapi Smarana Bhavam, Antakalecha Mameva, Sarvadvarani Samyamya, Manohridi Nirudhyacha, Omityaksharam Brahma, all these things are, like a process only. How can we remember Krishna? Prayana Kale Manasa Chalena. Correct? The last moment. Who will do that? Bringing the focus in the center of the forehead, who will do? Yogis, not bhakta, not devotees, correct? So in the 8th chapter, it is mostly given for the yogis as well as, yes, the easiest way to remember Krishna. How can we remember Krishna? Last few verses. Last few verses are very, very important verses in the 9th chapter. That it starts from, there is a, 1 second. Yes, it starts from, where is Chipram Bhavati Dharmatma? It actually Ananya's Chintayantomam also.
31, Mataji, 9.31.
9.31. Okay. Even previous verse is also very important, but 22 is also very, very important. This is Prayojana. Krishna tells, what will happen? If you worship me, what will happen? What you don't have, I will give you. What you have, I will preserve. Correct? Ananyas chintayanto man yejana paryupasate. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. I am there to protect. Okay? So hereafter what you do is immediately he comes to the relation. What is it? Agam hi sarva yajnana. Whatever yajna you do. Yajna is what? Yajna is all the karma what we... but the karma what we do in remembrance to Krishna.
Yes.
Correct? So everything is yajna. That morning Mangalarti we do, that is yajna. But for non-devotees...
Giving donation is yajna. Chanting is yajna. And serving Vaishnavas and devotees is yajna.
Yes, honoring prasadam.
Prasadam
that is also. Right? But the same activity for non-devotees, it becomes tapa. It becomes austerity. Austerity is very difficult to perform, correct? We need to work very hard to perform austerity. So for non-devotees to get up early in the morning to attend to this Mangalarti is so difficult for them. They will prefer between sleeping, tucking themselves under the blanket or getting up and having bath. So it becomes austerity. Austerity is giving, a sort of, it's not torturing, sort of, what you can say.
Voluntarily accepting the, the progress. The
pain. It is actually pain.
Disciplinic progressing, process.
Yeah, see in that, which one, 16, 17, the Asuri Bhav. Asuri Bhav, it is given, no, those who worship Devatas, they do lot of austerity. Asuri Bhav people. You might have seen people working, like a trishula from here to here, and in the tongue, and pulling a big ratha with one hook at their back, hooked up, or with their mouth. In the mouth, they pull the rope of the cart and they pull. All these things are Asuri Bhava. They are also doing tapa. Correct? Yes? You are able to connect it? This is their process. They are also becoming. But Krishna again says, no problem. Slowly and gradually one day, they will come to me only. Just now we saw that verse in the 7th chapter. Slowly, they will worship me. 7.23 we saw, correct? They will come to me only. But all these things are on one side. I will request you all to by heart. That is the next module. 13.8 to 13.12. 13.8 to 13.12 is the real process. That shows in our daily life what are the qualities we need to adapt. If we adapt those qualities under the shelter of Guru, because 13.8 says, Amanitvam, Adambitva, Ahimsa, Kshantir, Arjavam, Acharya Upasanam. Correct? So all these qualities, if we try to imbibe, if we try to follow by our own strength, it will not happen. That's what Radha Sri Krishna Namadi. It will not happen with our own strength. It will happen under the shelter of Acharya Upasanam. Acharya Upasanam, Stairyam, Shaucham, Atma Vinigraha. Atma Vinigraha. Self-control will come only when we are under the control. We are under the shelter of Acharya. That is again the real process. Okay. Why that is given in Jnana? That is the beginning. People who want to come into devotional path, slowly, gradually, they should learn. Because as yesterday we discussed, we all are Kanishta Adhikaris, right? We are neophyte devotees. Slowly, gradually, we start following these 24 characteristics are given. 13.8 to 13.12. So if we start imbibing these characteristics, automatically, slowly and gradually, we will be able to proceed in this process, in this path. Is it clear? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes. Now, in the 9th chapter, so last few verses are extremely important. Krishna is not telling, like he say, you worship the Devata, you will go to their planet. Worship Pitru, you will go to their planet. Whatever you do, you do. But easiest process. Yes. Then next he says, I don't want anything from you. I want only your bhava and bhakti. In the next verse he says,
puspam phalam toyam only.
Yes, yes. But give it to me with bhakti. And even, in one of the lecture I heard, you are not able to give that also, no problem. One small patram pushpam palam also is very difficult for you to offer, no problem. At least from your heart, you think, oh Krishna, I want to do all these things, but something is holding me back. I'm not able to do these things. Because of what reason, I don't know. So please, you only take care. That is also sufficient, they are saying. That one Brahmana used to do all the Manasik Puja, you remember? He wanted to finally check that sweet payasam, how hot it is to offer, and he burnt his finger. There, Krishna was laughing, and Lakshmi was in Vaikuntha. Vishnu was laughing, and Lakshmi was asking, what happened? Suddenly, why are you laughing? Like that, he was doing everything Manasika. Manasika Puja, yes, no problem. But that, like that bhava has to be there. Okay, so patram pushpam, and even if you are not able to do all those things, patram pushpam, do at least the next verse. What is the next verse? Whatever you do, oh Krishna, I am going to office for you. Oh Krishna, I am buying one necklace for you, for me. We are buying for us, but we will say, oh Krishna. What will we do? We will buy the necklace and bring. At least for the first time, you go and put it for Krishna. No, at least once. And see how beautiful Krishna is looking. Then you take it. So, yat karoshi yadasnashi. You make this verse as the formula in life. You are walking, you are talking, you are eating, even if you are, having an argument with somebody, we are not that controlled, no, Madhyama and Kanyam, Uttama. So we can say, oh Krishna, this situation has come. I am arguing for you. This is very essential. It happens many times in our official places and all. We need to do so many things which we do not want to do. But because of one of our official duty, we may have to do. So you surrender to Krishna. You tell Krishna, yat karoshi yadasnasi, yat jugoshi tadati, yat tapasyasi kaunte, yat tat kurushvam adarpanam, oh Krishna. Because of you, I am doing it, but I am surrendering this action of mine to you only. You take it. He will take. There is another verse. He takes all the verse which I read just now, no? That translation of this verse is that only. Vikarma yatyot patitam katanchita. That is 11.5.42. Just now, sometime before I read it. What is it? Swapada moolam. The moment you, swapada moolam, you put your head under, sar under. This is sar, correct? Put the sar under the lotus feet of Krishna. So the moment we surrender to Krishna, Swapada Moolam, what happens? Krishna is telling, I will take all your sins. Same it is given in the 9th chapter. Which verse? Which verse 9th chapter? Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhat sadureva samantavya samyak vyavastito hi saha. Samyak vyavastito hi saha. Krishna will put us back in the same position. Even by mistake, if we fall down, it does not. What is it? Namna bala. That aparad one is there, no? In the name of name, that is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We are not supposed to do any sin, correct? So what does it say? Today I will do this, and I will chant extra 2 rounds. Get my point? There are so many people, they do it. Today, let one day we go out. We have, there is nothing available to eat. So we may eat something, in the sense, I'm not talking about onion, garlic and all. We may eat something which has not been offered to Krishna. So we say, okay, today I will chant 2 rounds extra. Namna baladiva. That phrase is namna baladiva. Naam ke bal par sin mat karo. Saying that, I will chant more. Okay, but not that kind of. Apichetsu durachara is for devotees who all are Vaishnava. Vaishnavas also can sometime by unknowingly some mistake can happen. Many times while walking itself, we don't know what are the so many insects which are not visible to our eyes. We may harm many things. These things many a times happen. But Krishna is saying about those things and all, you don't have to worry. About those things, I will take care. That's what. Sadhureva samantavya. He will put back only those devotees who are sadhus. Again, who are sadhus? Who are sadhus?
Mataji used to say that shloka no
Titikshana
titikshava
karunika.
Suhrida sarvadehina. And
Friendly
everybody
to
everyone. Then next is very important. It is example for Yudhishthira.
One
Ajada
Titikshana karunika.
Ajada Shatra. Ajata Shatra. There is no enemy to them. There is no enemy to them. Ajata Shatra means there is no enemy. Like Yudhishthira Maharaja did not have any enemy. And they know Krishna is seated in everybody's heart. And they are very karunika, compassionate to every, whether it is living being, non-living being. They are compassionate to everybody. The Haridas Thakur drama is coming, no? This is what we say. We don't like.
Mataji is there.
We were telling that Mataji, who was acting like Haridas Thakur, we told her that only, become, you show compassion in your words. He was saying, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. He was chanting. I said, no, Mataji, Haridas Thakur does not chant like that. Haridas Thakur chants, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Compassion. Karunika. Correct, they are sadhus. There is one more verse. There is one more very beautiful verse for Sadhava Sadhabhushanam. What is that? I'm not getting the beginning of the verse. We say, no, even if somebody tries to kill, they don't even curse them. Okay, when I remember, I'll tell. Otherwise, I'll send it to Mataji. Mataji will send in the group. Okay, that also gives 6 qualities for sadhus. Okay, so these sadhus only Krishna will put them back. So I also do something, Krishna will take care, because we should not even consider ourselves as a devotee. That is why yesterday I was saying we have not even Kanishta. If we think, oh, I am a devotee, then what happens, But that humility, that amanitva, that does not take place. I factor comes over there. Okay. So then again Krishna says, yeah, Chipram Bhavati Dharmatma, all of you know. I want my devotees together. That is the reason he told Arjuna to fight, no? After in the 10th chapter, you have already studied. Arjuna is able to see in that universal form. In 10th, in 11th it will come. In 11th, Arjuna sees that all those people who are standing in front of him are entering into the mouth of Krishna in that universal form. Okay, so that means what? Krishna has already killed them. They all have already died. Krishna tells also Arjuna, their end has already happened. I want to give the credit to you. That is why I am telling you to take the credit by killing them. So, Kshipram means without a second, immediately Krishna will help. When Name Bhakta Pranashyati, Arjuna is told, Krishna is telling Arjuna, you tell. My devotee will never perish, because devotees' words are very important to me. Their words, whatever, I will fulfill that. If I tell, like I told, I will not lift the weapon, I lifted the weapon. Twice he lifted the weapon. When? Krishna lifted the weapon twice.
One is for Bhishma.
Correct. Yes, because Bhishma, he took a vow tomorrow morning, next day morning. But Shishupal is before the war, no, Prabhuji? Before the Kurukshetra war.
Ashwatthama?
Haribol. Ashwatthama. Yes, Mataji, explain that.
I think he took out Ashwatthama's third eye because he got upset. He released the weapon on that unborn child, Parikshit.
So Parikshit one. And they were taking that money money from his head was Arjuna did. See, Ashwatthama aimed Brahmastra twice. So once Krishna told Arjuna only to nullify it by counter acting with the another Brahmastra. So that time, that is one. And after that, what actually, that time only Arjuna will take a vow that he kills, Ashwatthama kills the 5 sons of Pandavas, correct? That time Draupadi laments. That time Arjuna tells, I will bring the head of Ashwatthama, you clean your hair with the blood of Ashwatthama, whoever has killed your sons. So that time, he is supposed to kill, correct? But Krishna is telling, okay, Arjuna, kill. But Yudhishthir, Draupadi, they all are saying, no, don't kill. Number one, he is Brahmana's son. Number two, his mother is surviving. So Draupadi is saying, as I am mourning through my son's death, I don't want our Guru Patni to mourn on her son's death, Ashwatthama. So don't do. But Arjuna has already taken a vow. He will kill. So both have to have no win-win situation. So Krishna gives a suggestion. Okay, do one thing. Ashwatthama, by birth, he had one jewel on his head. So he said, remove that. So for a Brahmana, removing that jewel is equal to death. Correct? So he removed the jewel. And Krishna told, you take all his wealth and throw him out of the country. So that means throwing any Brahmana out of the country is equal to death for them. It's worse than death. Correct? Again, Bhagavad Gita also Krishna tells, no, oh Arjuna, if you leave this place and run away, people will talk ill about you. You remember? Ashochatvan and Vashochatvam. So he tells, oh, being a Kshatriya, how can you leave this place and run away? Tomorrow people are going to tell you that you were a coward. You didn't have the strength to face them. So that is more than death for you. You will not be able to hear those talking ill about you. That is like death. So similarly, here they say, these two things, Arjuna, you do, take the jewel from his head and throw him out of the country. This is equal to death. In this manner, you will fulfill your vow also, and he will not be killed also. Happy, everybody, for everybody, it is win-win situation, he said. As you told, yes, when did Krishna aimed second time, when that Ashwatthama second time aimed the Brahmastra at the womb of, who is that? Who is Arjuna's daughter-in-law? Whose womb Parikshit Maharaj was there? Uttara.
Uttara.
So Uttara, that's why he said, Pagi Mahayogi, Deva Jagatpate. So she runs to Krishna. So that time Krishna had to. Okay? Because that time also Krishna took the Ashtra. Okay, Hare Krishna. So 2 times.
Bhagavatam Uttara prayers is small prayers also is there, Mataji.
Yeah, but the Uttara only says, no, this Pagi Mahayogi. Yeah, Uttara's prayers. 2 verses are there. Okay, Hare Krishna. So what is the actual Abhideya? All of you start that. My mind is going to that verse, another sadhu verse. I don't know. It's a beautiful verse. Even if they try to kill, they will not. And so many examples are there for each and every word. There are 6 words once again. Okay, leave it. So anyway, so Abhideya, all of you, what you start doing now is 13th chapter, you start learning those verses. Amanitvam madambitva mahimsa kshanti rajhavam acharya upasanam chaucham stairyam atma vinigraha indriyarteshu vairagyam anahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshana darshanam. What will happen? You will not have to see again this janma mrityu jara vyadi, all those things. When we follow all these quantities, all these qualities. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also gave the same instruction. He gave 8 instructions to us, correct? Na danam na janam na sundarim bhavitam va jagadisha kamaye
Hrinadapi sunichena tarori
Ashishva padarasam pinastumam. All these 8 instructions, if you follow. So what you can do, take 1 verse, 1 month, try to follow. Or take only Amanitvam, 1 month, try to follow at home. Start applying from home. So like that, each and every quality, if we try to adapt, that is the actual Abhideya. Krishna wants, because what will happen? Krishna wants everybody to be non-dual. I mean, equipoised, he says, no. How can we have that equipoised quality? Equipoise quality we will get only when we follow these instructions, follow the qualities which have been recommended by our great acharyas, which have been recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. So that is the Abhideya process. Okay. So I think tomorrow onwards we will start with 11. First we will start with the connection between, one homework for all of you. Connection between chapter 10 and 11. Okay. Establish the relation between chapter 10 and chapter 11. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yesterday I gave a hint also, if you remember. But still, you can for yourself, take some last verse you take. That is very important. More important. Always, the last verse. You see most of the time, 9th chapter also. The Guhyam, the most confidential knowledge. So Krishna ends with the most confidential knowledge. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Correct? He ends with that. And then immediately, oh, you all want to worship me? Then Arjuna asks, okay, Krishna, you tell always to remember, always to worship you. So show us something, again visual. He says, you tell something about you so that we are able to remember you. You told Rasangamamsa Kaunteya. So you show that in the form, or you tell, whenever we drink water, we should be able to remember you. Because you are the taste in water. Oh, we are drinking, water is how tasty. This Krishna is the taste in this. When we see the sun, we should remember, oh, Krishna is the light and the heat in the sun. Like that we should be able to remember, no? For that only he is requesting Krishna to explain how he is the supreme. Aham. In 7 verses you told in 9th chapter, Krishna. How are you that aham? Can you explain? Then Krishna starts full of 10th chapter. I am that Meru, I am that, what is it, Kartik, I am the Nakshatra. I am this, I am that, everything is going on telling. Ejnanam japa ejnosmi, very important. Ejnanam japa ejnosmi, that is Kali Yuga Mahamantra. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarupyasya kripa sindhubhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Yes, Mataji's, Prabhuji's. Any doubt?